Hey, what's going on to all of my Leos? So let's get into it. All right. Let me close the door real quick. Sorry about that. It's just hot in here. But all right. So for you Leos, you have the Two of Swords, Page of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Chariot, Nine of Wands, Five of Swords, the Lovers, King of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Hermit. So again, what I'm seeing here for you Leos, the Two of Swords, right? Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. What I'm seeing here is a lot of you Leos happen to be in a situation right now where hmm, uh okay. So the Two of Swords, Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. There was someone that you were trying to get to know that was recently that was really disrespectful. Okay, so the overall premise is what I'm getting is you Leos are pretty much getting to know multiple people. You haven't gotten yourselves into any kind of serious relationship just yet. You're dating around. You're trying to see the kind of options that's out here, trying to get a better feel, right? Get your feet wet. And so far, I'm just seeing how a lot of you Leos have not gotten an option or even a few options that are very well right. The options are more so dysfunctional. The people are dysfunctional, and the reason why I'm saying that is because over the past couple of weeks I've been getting that for y'all, to where you Leos are focused, but you're really just kind of seeing how other people are not, and therein lies the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. This is what it is that I'm saying. See, when I see this is what it is that I'm saying. I'm saying just this, that when you step your game up, when you become a better person, when you become decent, see, this is the thing that people don't get, yo. And y'all are realizing it. The dating pool is trash. When you're stepping your game up and you're doing what you need to, other people, you're going to start to see that other people are not trying to do that. And you're going to start to see just how serious people are about wasting their time and being on some BS. But see, a lot of times people sit up here, people does get onto these videos and they think that I'm BSing, and they think that I'm over here just giving them terrible tarot readings and stuff like this. No. And this is what a lot of you Leos are starting to understand. This is what a lot of the zodiac signs in general are starting to understand. When you step your game up, see, when you're not active, when you're not focused on yourself, people can make it seem like it's you. But when you're getting your money, you're becoming more respectable where people can respect you. You're becoming respectful to at a healthy extent of other people, right? You have self-respect, right? You're becoming more physically healthy, right? Working out, stuff like this. When you're encompassing these things and you're becoming a better individual, right? You're going to, right, spiritually, you're in tune with yourself and what's going on around you, right? You have that level of communication with yourself, right? You're going to start to see just how dysfunctional other people are. And a lot of times people like to spew this lie out of like attracts like. That's not necessarily true, because what happens, think about it. What happens when you have 90% or more percent of the dating pool full of people who are dysfunctional, but only 10% max of the people who are not dysfunctional in the dating pool. You are, by definition, you are going to run into individuals way more that are dysfunctional than people who are real. So the question is, after that, how can you change minds and hearts? You can't. That's the conclusion that I don't ever talk about other than now on this channel. That inevitably the conclusion that everyone has to come to without exception is choice, personal choice. The chariot and the chariot and the nine of wands, excuse me, represents, again, that's the conclusion. The idea that people cannot mess with you, Leos, because you're stepping your game up. So what is the best thing that they're going to do because of their own dysfunction? Because they're putting on a mask. And a lot of people will always have that mask. So what's the best thing that they're going to do? They're going to waste their time. They're going to BS. They're going to play games. They're going to give you the whole pony show. And that goes for anybody. But I'm reading for you, Leos. And you know the reason why? Because that's what happens when you're stepping your game up. When you step your game up, that's when you start to see who's dysfunctional around you, because you realize something. And one of the things that you Leos are starting to realize now through dating other people or trying to get to know other people is a lot of people are not serious about really improving themselves. And I'm not talking about improving yourself from a dysfunctional, a fake perspective, but I mean really improving yourself and doing the work, even when the work becomes difficult, because you could see the value in doing the work. That's when you're going to see how dysfunctional people are. They're not serious with really doing the work. If you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section, right, in the pin post called the link tree. Okay, go to that and it'll redirect you to a website that has my social media outlets, from my email address at Yahoo to my clothing store. There's a store, which is my website for private tarot readings, as well as my Instagram page and the books that I have on Amazon, right? So thank you. So why is this important? This is important because this is y'all Leo's lives right now. Y'all are stepping your game up, and now on the other side of that, y'all are realizing, y'all are coming to terms with what it is that I was saying to you from the very beginning. The idea that that's the catch 22. The catch 22 is when you on BS, right? Five of Swords, the Lovers, the King of Wands. You can get all kinds of dates, but the dates and the interactions are dysfunctional because the people in the dating pool specifically who are playing games are dysfunctional individuals. What happens when you become more functional? That's when people can't rock with you. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. All these people coming up with excuses and, well, what about if people don't like you? That's why they played you. If they played you, then it means that they were the ones who was dysfunctional. Because why are they hanging out, wasting their own time with the person that they don't like? The answer is, if they were functional and they had any kind of real value in the first place, they wouldn't even do that, waste their time doing that. They would just go talk and hang out with the people that they say that they do like. So they're ultimately those are just excuses, and it's disingenuous. It's a gaslight trying to get you to question your value. This is what I'm trying to say, that the dating pool is trash, and that there's very few people who actually have value in the dating pool. And when I say few people, I mean at the highest, it's 10%. At the highest, it's 10%, because the majority of people don't have a whole lot of value. They're consumers. They're not producers. You understand? They don't produce any substance, right? Because consuming is just as important as producing. Producing is probably even more important, because when you produce, you actually have a sense of general and genuine value, because you're bringing something that has value to the table, right? That other people can actually benefit from. But then when you just consuming, that actually leaves a hole in you spiritually, of course, where you need to consume more. You need more. You need more to take in. But the King of Wands represents, and this is where a lot of you Leos are, because a lot of you Leos are looking at it from a perspective of the King of Wands. There's a need for you Leos to pay closer attention to the value that's coming to you, and to you to do what? Three of Swords, the Hermit, for you to evaluate the type of quality that's coming to you. Right. There you go, Leo. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There you go. There you go. And see, that's the catch 22 that people are not talking about. That's the catch 22 that dating coaches are not telling you. When you come to this conclusion that you have to start evaluating the actual value, the what it is that people can produce. It's not always just about consuming what it is that you produce, right? What value do you bring? That's why I always try to bring value, right, within these readings, right? So that y'all can actually use in your real life. You realize the value that you produce, the productivity of the value, right? Then when you start to evaluate people, right? There's that word again. You start to appraise it. You start to look at it, and you do it honestly, where you'll leave them if you realize that they don't bring much substance value to you. What happens when you leave, and you're able to leave them? You're going to start to realize and take a real look at how most people are faking it, and you're going to realize that people who are stunting like they bring all this value are actually not worth it. And what is that going to do? You're going to end up limiting your dating pool, not because you're limiting it, right? But due to the fact that you realize that just how little substance the dating pool actually has, because of the fact that there's very few and far in between people, right? There's very few people, right? And they're far in between that actually produce substance, who are out here still trying to date and date honestly. The vast majority of the people in the dating pool are actually, most of the dating pool is designed for people who are dysfunctional, can't be in a relationship. Then when you start to limit it, you realize just how fake people are. And you're going to start to realize, yo, all of this, most of this stuff is an illusion. There you go. So let's clarify the lovers. Let's clarify the lovers. So for the lovers, you have the Chariot, King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. It's warm in here, but window open. I'm gonna have to open the window some more. But the Chariot, the King of Pentacles, represents, again, this is a situation for y'all where, again, sit there and really evaluate the people that come into your life, or the people that find themselves trying to talk to you, and watch at how it is. Watch what they're doing. Watch how some of them like to play that game. That's why it's called games. They like to play that game of you're lesser than them, but actually pay attention, to what they bring, the value of what they bring. What do they actually produce? Do they produce arguments and drama? Because if they do, their value is not that very high as far as what they can offer up, the value that they bring to a relationship. If they bring assets, if they are an asset, if they are creative, and they can generate finances, they can generate understanding within the relationship. If they can generate these things, how valuable are they? Well, they're valuable, and they have the potential to be even more valuable. The seven, which means those are the people that you should be striving to date. Everyone should be. But see, when people who end up playing the games date those people. The difference is they're looking to consume. They're looking to consume what that person brings to the table and don't provide any substance of their own. But when you're real, what you're trying to do is you're trying to consume yourself just like the person who has values consuming, but they're producing way more than they are consuming. And it's the value of what you consume that makes the difference as well. The seven of cups and the ace of cups now represents, again, are these people just trying to work over, just work you over or whatnot, but make it seem like you're dysfunctional if you get out of a relationship with them? A lot of you are going to start to reevaluate that yourselves. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June 2023 this year. As of right now, we have 4,340 subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop videos like this.